Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Scott Show. This is Scott, just hanging out here in the 102550 slash Scott Show Studios office, making it happen. Wanted to give a shout out today to a whole bunch of people. So we're gonna just kind of do this whole deal. Want to give a shout out to the Superior Senior High Spartan football team. They're gonna be coming up soon, playing some games. And I went to Superior Senior High School, so we gotta give them a big time shout out. Football season's coming, folks. Be really excited about it. I am. Preseason has started. We are gonna have our NFL picks. Those will start up again. We are gonna go do those all season long. We'll see how well I do this season, and hopefully we'll have some followers and people who will give me their picks, and then we will go with them too. Now, 102550 is having a really great football pick'em game, so get involved in that. It's only $10 to join per month, and then you can win some prizes with that. Just matters how many people we got going on in the game. I am really super excited about all the great stuff that happened today with both the Scott Show and 102550. We have been working our butts off here in the office, and not just me. I've had a few other people who have joined us for some fun and excitement and getting things done today. So I'm really super excited about that. So we have our YouTube. It's tinyurl.com/102550. Really. Yeah, I don't know how much more excited I could tell you guys I am about all this great stuff, but we're really doing some awesome stuff coming up, including some trips that we've already got planned. We just, we need to get to 10,000 views on YouTube. If you listen to this, go to speaker.com, listen, because we make money that way, and then go over to YouTube and listen that way. Because both ways, we get revenue. And we really need that in order to thrive and survive here in this market and make things happen. So it's really imperative that we make a lot of content for you guys. I know that some of you folks will only intake the Scott Show, do the wake up call, do the NFL picks. I'll be posting a whole bunch of different videos and audio files for you guys to just take in and enjoy and keep listening. And even if you don't want to listen to another one of the shows, listen anyway to the intro. Just say, yeah, Scott says hello, because there'll be a commercial before that. That commercial pays us money. So I just think it's important, because I want to make sure I can keep on bringing wonderful content to you guys and upgrade said content. We're already looking at upgrading, and we're not even at 10,000 views on YouTube yet. But that just started yesterday, so we're going to hammer that into everybody's brain. Listen, YouTube, big time. It's going to be a lot of fun. So while we're making noise here on the Scott Show, other people are making noise. Trump is going crazy all over the place about this Charlottesville thing, and I know that people are going to want me to do probably a volume 2 on Charlottesville. I already went off a little bit. I know that some people have made comments to me about going a little too far into what I'm hearing off of CNN and what I'm hearing as far as the argument. And while I understand that people are very sickening, that are going around spreading hate with Nazi flags and all this other stuff, I do understand that there were people in Charlottesville who were all about the Confederacy and not tearing down the statue. Now, with that being said, and I know I just got like this big grumble, just from people who are hearing it. I can hear in the future, this time anyway, because I know. I got a big grumble out of that. Not everybody there was the actual idea of the rally. Yes, it was hate. Yes, it was very, very bad. And they got their permits from the Charlottesville city. Supposedly, that's what I would understand. That gets me to another point, which I'll talk about later. And the whole idea was that they were going to take this statue of Robert E. Lee away. Now, one of the things that always gets to me, and I want somebody to tell me how this works. Robert E. Lee was the general of the Confederacy, which fought in one war and lost that war. The Confederacy is 0-1 and not coming back, apparently, unless we make a city for all these people that went to Charlottesville. So they're 0-1 in the battle. And yet we have all these cities in the South that have statues to people who have lost war, and that's the reason they had to go back to the Union. So why in the first place do we have the statues to the people that lost the war? I'm just kind of mind blown by that. I mean, now I can understand if the Confederacy was like, I don't know, 2-1 in war, and the one time they lost, they got swallowed up by the Union. They had to fight the Mexicans, or they had to fight, I don't even know. I'm just coming up with stuff. But they're 0-1. They didn't win anything. They were only around for like 4 or 5 years of our history. And yet people today are still complaining about it. I have no idea why. I have no idea why the statues are even there in the beginning. Now listen, I get the idea that people love their history. I love my history too. I get the idea that people would love to see the courthouse, that the Union and the Confederacy got together and the big surrender happened from the Confederacy. You know what? I would love to go there one day, and hopefully with this 10-25-50 homeless project, I can travel all across this great country of ours, which I've already been planning. I don't understand, however, how you can take a statue of a Confederate soldier and think that they lost. I don't get it. The Confederate Army was done. It took 4 years. And it's taken a hell of a lot more than 4 years right now to fight everything that we've got. I just kind of mind blown. In Germany right now, if you were to go to Germany with a Nazi symbol, you would be arrested. If you guys remember, I mean, for all you wrestling fans who listen to me, I know there's a few, and by the way, get ready for this weekend SummerSlam and NXT TakeOver. I know that was a cheap plug, but I'm going to keep going. A few years ago, a wrestler by the name of John Bradshaw Layfield came out and goose-stepped and did a Nazi salute in Germany. Now, this happened, and the people behind the WWE made sure, of course he got in a ton of trouble for it, but they made sure he didn't get arrested and fined big time. Said it was part of his character or whatever, and he was joking, they got him out of it. That's what happens. So, that's what's going on here. is that, in America, we have the Confederate flag flying free in places. I had seen a Nazi flag earlier in a video from in the South, where they still have that. Yes, we do live in the home of the free, but why do people want to follow a team that lost? That just blows my mind. So I wanted to get that out there. I know that people have their own opinions on things, especially opinions on the president. I'm hearing this thing about impeachment. I'm hearing all these other things going on. It's just driving me nuts. Now, I want to get to another point, or just something else that got brought up, because I wanted to make light of it because it happened and I heard about it, and I wanted to say just a few words. So let me get to that little post here, and we'll make it happen. So Catherine, okay, here we go. So Catherine had posted to me and asked a very good question. I said 10 hours ago, the Scott Show will be coming out tonight with a topic. Any comments about what the topic should be? I am ready to create more content for 102550 Homeless Project and the Scott Show. And Catherine's comment back to me was safety for the homeless. And I am in complete support of making sure that the homeless folks out there, the people that are homeless right now, I should say, because I don't believe that the term homeless folks actually makes sense compared to the people that are currently homeless, because we want to get them housed, and they want to be housed. There are people who just like living on the street or like doing what they're doing, and good for them. But we want to take care of the people that need better. I mean, if you do what you want to do, it's a free country, but a lot of these folks don't, and that's why 102550 is here. So, Catherine, just on that, I'm going to speak on that on Sunday, and that's going to be Sunday morning, probably. Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. I'm going to say Sunday afternoon more than likely, just because of all schedules and all that other stuff. We'll talk about safety for the homeless. Then I did ask her a follow-up question, which we'll save for the 102550 show, which is on Wednesdays and Sundays. I did announce today the Scott Show wake-up call will be 2 days a week. I have not decided what days they are yet. I think it's going to be Tuesday and Friday. We'll leave you guys with that one last blast of caffeinated, instant caffeine, or whatever you want to call it, before the weekend, or you can hear it over the weekend, which is cool. So I think it's going to be Tuesday and Friday, the Scott Show wake-up call, which means I'll have to do one tomorrow, which I don't mind. I like doing the wake-up call. It's a good time. Of course, I'm doing this show now, so it'd be interesting. I'll find some other topics or whatever. And I don't have to do one tomorrow if I don't want to, but maybe that'll start next week. So Tuesday and Friday, I just kind of decided that as we were going on today. That's awesome. Tuesday and Friday will be the Scott Show wake-up call. Right when I wake up in the morning, I'll get on the podcast and say, hey, what's up, folks? This is Scott. Wake up. Good morning. Wake up and win. If you guys don't know what that wake up and win thing is, because I'm going to repost this somewhere and find it and keep reposting it. Saturday Night Live came out with a really great skit a few years ago, where they were live from Shakopee, Minnesota. And it was the only rap station in Shakopee, Minnesota. It was Bobby Moynihan and I believe Taron Gilliam. And it was so hilarious. Lindsay Lohan played on there, Jennifer Lawrence. And they talk about how the snow is always in Minnesota. It was great, because I'm from Minnesota. And sometimes I forget that some of you folks are not. We have a lot of good friends from the state of Georgia, by the way. I want to give a shout out to everybody in the state of Georgia. And also in the beautiful city of Nashville, Tennessee, we have a whole bunch of friends there too. We're making a lot of friends nationwide, coast to coast, literally coast to coast. And so, got to give you all a shout out. because that's how we do our things here at the on the ScottShow, and with the 10-25-50 thing. Folks, we're going to have a really, really great time making more content for you, getting more stuff going on. I'm really super excited about what we can do here and in the future. We're going to be making videos. We're going to be making more podcasts. We're going to be getting really involved in a lot of different things, including public policy. We're going to be doing videos just about certain states and what's going on in that state, and we're going to get all up in their business so we can make things happen. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have a lot of fun. So join us, subscribe to us on Speaker.com, also on YouTube, tinyurl.com/10, the word 10, the number 2, the number 5, and then the word 50, and that's the business 10-25-50 Homeless Project. Really super excited. So this show has been just me yapping on about whatever I want to talk about. That's what we do here on this show. So yeah, that's what we do, and I'm really excited to be talking about the football season coming up. I'm gonna go and probably write up a few things, be like, okay, we're talking about the NFL, we're talking about just the college football season. I'm gonna probably go off on the 8-team playoff again. Hopefully, I can get the NCAA to do something about that. Damn it. And then we'll be talking about, maybe we'll do a conference by conference preview. We got lots of content we can do, folks, and I am really super excited about this. We're going to try to get into every little market, talk about every little thing we can, so we can let people know that we're here and that things are happening, and to be excited. So that's what we're going to do. So, folks, I do want to say I did post something a little earlier. As I'm making this show, I picked tags out. If you want to be your business, or you want to be tagged as one of the things, as 10-25-50, that's what goes out on our video. Let me know if you want to be tagged. I can do first names, last name, businesses, whatever you want me to do. I just throw out random stuff. I always put 10-25-50 because that's really super important. I might start putting the ScottShow. I want people to know who we are, what we're doing, all that other really important jazz. And so check us out. We are making noise. That's what we do here at the ScottShow. If it's a drinking game again, folks, we are going to get hammered talking about how many times I say the ScottShow. But I'm always excited to be here. I was excited to have you guys here listening to the show, find out what we're doing. We are all over on Instagram, SoundCloud, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook. We are everywhere you want us to be. We are like American freaking Express, and it's awesome. So, I'm going to urge you guys, listen to us on Speaker.com. That's super important. We love that because that makes us some money, makes us some moolah going on here. But then go ahead and check us out on YouTube. Subscribe. Please subscribe, like, share, talk about it. That we would love to have more people listening to the show, more people giving us ideas on what they want to hear. Are they too long? Are they too short? Do I ramble on? Of course I do. I already know that. But that's what I do, because I'm going to have fun with it. It's my show. So I hope that people do listen. I love doing this show. I think that it's so much fun. I have 2 ways right now that we can make money, make some cash flow, end homelessness and poverty by putting some people, giving them jobs and giving them places to live and making things happen so they can have places to live and not get kicked out because they're of stupid rules. And I know I'm always going to get flack about that, and I just don't really care. Because we need to make the rules and regulations easier for people to follow. We need to make them so they're not restrictive on people, the right people. You know, we have a housing stock that has a huge amount of holes in it. Is the answer to build more? Is the answer to open up these doors? Is the answer to what are the answers? We need to find them. We will find them. We'll get people in homes, and that's what we're going to do here. And I'm going off too much about the 102550 project. Oh, I'm going to try to go back. Oh, folks, we are just going, without topics. The show is just kind of always be me rambling on, and I love it at the same time. It's like, where do I go from here? I do want to give a shout out to Caribou Coffee, because that's in Minnesota. If you guys want a shout out, if you want nothing more than a shout out on the Scott Show, on the 102550 show, on the wrestling show, if you're a big wrestling fan, we'll give you a shout out too. If you want nothing more than a shout out, check us out. Talk to us. Send us some messages and say, hey, I want a shout out on the Scott Show. We'll make that happen for you. So, there you go. That's what we're going to do for you here. That's what's going on. I would love to have a topic for next time. In fact, I went 21 minutes, folks. 21 minutes without a topic on this show. So we are going to do some really great shows soon. Just hit us up on SoundCloud, Twitter, Facebook, all that great stuff. My name is Scott, and I've been your host with this show. 22 minutes we've gone. Thank you guys so very much, and you guys have a great rest of your day.